Fourth graders, welcome to day 4 of cause and effect. So far, we have gone over a picture, kids playing in the mud, getting yelled at by mom. We did a girl going to an animal shelter and choosing a cat instead of a kitten. And then yesterday, we talked about 3 different kinds of fish and how they are able to defend themselves in the ocean. And we came up with some cause and effects for all of those. What I want the focus of today's cause and effect lesson to be is to be looking for those signal words that can help us find a cause and effect. And if we can make note of those while we are reading the passage, it can make finding a cause and effect a lot easier when we are asked to do so at the end of a passage. So, to review, the main signal words that we have talked about and gone over this week have been because, so, since, and as a result. So let's take a look for those signal words today as we are reading the passage. This passage is called Moving Joints. What does moving joints mean? Well, they show a girl doing a back walkover or just a bridge, maybe. Is that what it's called? For you gymnasts out there, dancers out there. They also show a picture of a skeleton because, of course, that is what we have inside all of our bodies. And we can learn what kind of moving joints we have, where they are located on the body, and we'll do that by reading this passage. So I'll read it. You follow along as I read. Moving joints. The bones of the human skeleton are strong and stiff. Despite the stiffness, people are able to move because the skeletal system contains many joints. The way in which bones join together allows for different kinds of movement. For example, your spine is made up of more than 30 separate vertebrae or bones. Since, I believe that's one of our signal words. Because, so, since, and as a result, most certainly is. So let's do this. Let's highlight this bad boy. Since. Okay. So now we'll be able to come back to that when we're doing a cause and effect. Since the vertebrae are joined so closely, these joints move only slightly. However, the backbone is able to bend and twist in many directions because there are so many joints. And there's another word, another signal word. Because. Okay. The ball and socket joints found in the hip and the shoulder allow for the greatest motion. In the case of the hip joint, the femur or thigh bone has a ball-shaped knob at the end of it. The knob fits into a cup-shaped space on the hip bone. As a result, well, there's our different signal word. You can rotate your legs about 100 degrees. So here we know that our bones are strong, the bones are stiff, but the way that they're put together and joined with other bones, those joints are the reasons why we can move them. So let's take a look at our signal words. All right, and we can do that by looking at the words that we highlighted. Here's another because. So first cause and effect, let's start with because right here. Because the skeletal system contains many joints. So let's do a text box. And let's make it a little smaller as far as the text goes. Put this one right here. And so we have a cause. The skeletal system contains many joints. effect, the effect of that is, it says, because the skeletal system contains many joints, what does that mean? It means people are be able to move. The sentence itself says, despite the stiffness, people are able to move because the skeletal system contains many joints. So people are able to move because there are so many joints. Okay? So let's go down to the word since and see what that one says as well. It says, since the vertebrae are joined so closely, these joints move only slightly. So let's do another text box. Do a different color this time so it kind of stands out from the other one. And there we go, we got that. Put our text box right here. Let's make it a little higher. There we go. Oops, let's get rid of that. So our cause in this case would be, let's find the word since. That tells us what our cause is. Since the vertebrae are joined closely. Now, because of that, because it says since the vertebrae are joined so closely, these joints move only slightly. And trust me, that's a good thing. You don't want your back to be rotating like your arm can in the shoulder socket, or the way your leg can rotate in the hip socket. We want our vertebrae to be secured because of what it protects, which is our nervous system, spinal cord, things like that, that allow us movement. So our vertebrae are joined closely. Because of that, these joints move only slightly. So now we have two. Now we have the because, and we also have the as a result. Since we use because already at the top for one of our cause and effects, let's do the as a result. So let's do a different color there. My favorite color, green. Let's do that. And we'll do another text box as well. Let's put that right here. And of course, I can never get the box to extend the first time, always the second. I shouldn't even say that. This color is a little too bright. Let's go with red there, or pink. There we go. So cause is as a result. So it says the knob fits into the cup-shaped space on the hip bone. As a result, you can rotate your legs 100 degrees. So the as a result is going to be our effect. What is the cause? What allows us to rotate your leg 100 degrees? It's because the ball-shaped knob on the femur fits into the cup-shaped space on the hip bone. All right. Now, the effect of that is because the knob on the femur fits in there, it means that we can rotate, we can rotate our leg 100 degrees. Not 100 degrees temperature-wise, degrees-wise as far as like in how big of an angle is and how much we can rotate it. So that covers our cause and effect here. And again, using the highlighter feature helped us see where those signal words were so that we can find our cause and effect. Remember, the cause is the reason why it happens. The effect is what happens as a result. I hope you enjoyed learning about cause and effect. Seesaw assignment coming out as well today, so keep an eye out for that. Let me or your other teachers know if you have any questions. We'd be happy to help you. Thank you so much for listening and have a great day.